Tonight on Bad Christian Network News Comedy, we've got all the greatest stories for you, including presidential hopeful Vermin Supreme. Stay tuned. In other news, Trump speaks at a Turning Point Believers Summit in West Palm Beach, stating that he is not a Christian. Let's have a listen.
You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Very interesting. In other news, on the other side of the aisle, Kamala Harris is using Megan Thee Stallion to draw crowds to her events. Megan Thee Stallion said, quote, "Her is so famous, it might get managed by Kris Jenner next." In other news, we've got reports of large thunderstorms moving across the United States. We're going to go to Barry in the field. Barry?
Possible chance of rain out here, Bad Christian. They say that it might rain. All I'm getting right now is liquid sunshine. Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Barry. In other news, some people are speculating that Joe Biden is actually dead. They claim that possibly COVID had killed him because of recent pictures and videos that show Biden as a different height than he was before. Notice the red lines. They're very, very important. In other news, social justice warriors are going after the cultural appropriation of Negro crayons. Let's go to Joe with the story. Joe? Thank you, Bad Christian. We're out here today at this protest trying to get an idea of what these people are standing for and what they want out of us. And what is it that's got you so upset? Well, we're out here standing up against cultural appropriation of Negro crayons. It's not fair that white kids can use Negro crayons. It's white supremacist, it's cultural appropriation, and it's completely uncalled for. We're just sick and tired of white people thinking they can speak for black people. And the fact that black crayons even exist in a box that a white person can use proves that fact anymore. You guys need to stop speaking for black people. I'm just here because everybody else is. I don't understand why white kids would want to use Negro crayons anyway. There you have it, Bad Christian. Back to you. Unbelievable. Thanks for the report, Joe. Speaking of clucking hens, let's go to Noodles Cockburn. Noodles? That's got you so worked up today. Really. In campaign news, candidate Kamala Harris stated, quote, "Every election cycle we talk about this is the most election of our lifetime," end quote. In other news, we have a story about Toleration Farms and their journey as a farm that uses zero pesticides and does not inhibit any of the bugs or anything that moves into their garden to live in unison with the earth, because that's what God expects us to do. We go to Joe with the story. Joe? Joe Mama reporting here, and I'm here with Harold Eidblut from Toleration Farms, and he's going to tell us just a little about what they do and why they do it. Well, as you can see here, we got all these great cucumber fields, and here at Toleration Farms, it is our policy that we do not kill any bugs, we don't use any pesticides, we do not stop Mother Nature here. If mankind is going to live in unison with Mother Nature, there's only one way we can do this, and that's that we have to share the earth with the creatures that are here. And how many cucumbers did you sell last year? Well, last year we grew probably about 2 acres of cucumbers, and our total yield was around 8 tons. No, 8 cucumbers. Well, there you have it. This has been a report from Joe Mama from Toleration Farms. Back to you, Bad Christian. In world news, Israel assassinates the leader of Hamas within the borders of Lebanon. And speaking of assassins, in other world news, Russian President Vladimir Putin and the United States have made a prisoner swap. They say this has been the largest prisoner swap since the Cold War. When asked about it, Putin said, "Don't worry about why I want my assassin back." In other news, presidential candidate Vermin Supreme is running, saying that he promises to give every American a pony if you elect him.
Once again, you misunderstand Ponynomics. They're free.
This has been Bad Christian Network News Comedy, bringing you the nonpartisan reporting, faking news for a fake world. It's reporting news that's likely, but probably not true. Have a great night, everybody. Well, that high vis, though.